I tested out the Crusader build in Minecraft Dungeons. If you don't know what the Crusader build is, it is comprised of the Stalwart armor, the Beginning and the End, and the Azure Seeker. The Crusades were a set of wars from the 11th century in which Catholic warriors called the Crusaders were rallied by the Pope to take over Israeli land. Now at that time, it was controlled by an Islamic regime. Now lots of people are trying to debate whether the Crusades were justified or not, but minus my opinion on that, the armor and the weapons that they used were pretty sick. We're going to be trying that out in Minecraft Dungeons, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, alright? Alright, so this is what the build looks like. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of cool stuff. If you're wondering why I chose the beginning and the end, well, one of Christ's titles is the beginning and the end. Also, they're really good weapons to use. Stalwart armor looks like the Crusade armor, obviously. The Azure Seeker, they use crossbows, and this is just a better version of a crossbow. And of course, they all have some pretty sweet enchants on them. So we're going to be basically trying this out in the game. Artifacts, well, we can change these over time. I mean, they don't have to be just these three, but they are pretty good artifacts to use. I decided to choose them regardless of the fact. Now, since this took place in the Middle East, we're going to be trying out desert-looking maps. So let's start off with the Grand Canyon, shall we? And of course, as usual, we're going to be doing max apocalypse difficulty to show its absolute limits. I'm not sure if we're going to be getting the pillager banners and stuff like that, to be honest. Of course, I should be using the death cab mushroom pretty often because unlike the fighter's bindings, these things are not turbo speed, unfortunately. I don't think there were really cactuses in the Middle East though, to be honest. What I really like about the Stalwart armor is that it actually has a chance to negate damage. Like, I am negating so many different shots. I haven't taken really much damage yet. Potion barrier, 90% less damage for a short duration, cooldown. Oh, this actually leeches health from mobs. That's really cool. Also, the more souls I get, the more of a critical boost I'm going to get from the weapon. Now, what I didn't know about the Verdant robe is that you can actually get extra souls. You can have a higher soul capacity in Minecraft Dungeons, which is actually pretty crazy when you think about it, because that means if you have souls critical boost, you can actually enhance that effect if you have a higher maximum of souls. I'm gonna have to start savaging a lot of my stuff because I have too many items in my inventory. Alright, I really like the multi-shot they have on this thing. Wow, okay, this is actually so good. Oh my goodness, bro, deflect is working so well. We really don't actually have to worry about much when we have this humongously tankish build. The only thing that's bad about the Stalwart armor is the fact that, like the reinforced mail, I think, increases your cooldown between rolls by a lot. So yeah, not exactly the best, but it is pretty good to use. That's why people usually would much rather have the Wither armor, also because Wither armor has better effects, but as a tank build, this is much better than the Wither armor, just for tank stuff. Like, let's just actually check the differences. Alright, 35% damage reduction, 30% chance to negate damage. That is monumental, by the way. It's really good to use. Versus, this is basically just another version of it. This is also 35% damage reduction, but it doesn't have the 30% chance to negate damage. Yeah. So this armor by nature gives you potion barrier. That's really nice. The Azure Seeker is actually pretty good for clearing out groups of mobs. Alright, geriatric snipe. Snipe all the geriatrics. Okay, wow. My damage negation is so good. All I have to do is just activate one of my heal potions. And then yeah, we're just basically good when it comes to ambushes. The beginning and the end actually surprisingly has a good AoE. It actually is pretty well balanced between power, speed, and area, to be honest. Hold on, I gotta savage all this stuff. Harpoon crossbow. Shock powder. Alrighty. I'm gonna have to put some of this stuff into the storage. I can easily just defeat a redstone golem like that. Bro, that thing's not even moving. And right as it was about to move, like, it just died. Let's see what they got, baby. Potion barrier. Yep. They got nothing on me, man. I got God on my side. I am also a Christian outside of the Crusader context. That's why the Crusader build is just so much better, because it actually applies to a guy like me. Yep. This is where the action begins. I gotta clear out these mobs. By the way, if you guys want to see me do more builds videos like this, comment down what kind of a build you want me to do. Doesn't have to be a speed build, or like, doesn't have to be specific to Minecraft Dungeons, but you can just tell me what kind of like a build that you want me to do that's like general, kind of like the Crusader build, and I'll try and replicate it in Minecraft Dungeons. Like, you could make me do like a wizard build in the game, and I could try that out for name's sake. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I like the knockback that the crossbow gives. It's not that good, but it's alright. Wow, these necromancers are so easy to take out. It's not even funny. I feel bad for them, honestly, because they're like one of the best looking enemies in the game. Like, they're like one of the scariest looking enemies. and yet for some reason, they're honestly one of the weakest compared to their looks. Usually a chest pops up in these kinds of locations, but I guess not this time. It actually looks so nice. Like, I would like to relax in this kind of place, you know? Sit on the stones, kind of like, I don't know, eat a quesadilla or something. That key is running away from me. Ah, it's more of you guys. Potion barrier time. Hey, don't run away from me, you little wimp. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. We might die once, maybe twice, maybe thrice, but the message lives on forever. This crossbow just instantly takes out skeletons. Like, that is nasty, bro. Nasty build. Really good for groups. Huh. Swag root. Any chests around here? No. That's sad, but whatevs, man. Alright, time to beat the ambush. Generally, this ambush is pretty easy to beat, honestly. This, honestly, genuinely, this is the best dual melee weapon in the entire game, in my honest opinion. Honest, humble opinion is just so good to use. I don't know why people don't use this more, honestly. With the death cap mushroom, this pretty much turns into fighter's bindings, but like a little bit better in a sense. But fighter's bindings has its own special thing that I wouldn't really give up for many other melee weapons, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has enchanting, guarding strike, and oh, that's why guarding strike, that's why my damage is just so reduced, and also critical hits. So good. But anywho, let's try out another desert-ish kind of mission. Wow, look at that. The number is so high that it's not even like centered. Wait, why is my icon not centered? That's low-key kind of cursed. Whatever, man. Whatevs. Wonderful wheat, more like wonderful garbage. I'm not keeping that. Alrighty. I'm a guy that likes to save the best for last, so let's actually go to the lower temple and explore some of the cool stuff that it has. I want to get like some treasure. Alright, so apparently I forgot to install an NVIDIA driver on my computer because it decided to crash. And I was very furious about it, but I installed the driver, and now we can finally get back to playing Minecraft Dungeons. Alright, so let's restart doing Lower Temple. I do have Death Barter, so I don't think the Death Barter loaded in last session. Let's just do that little key part first, and then we can finally get back to doing what we all love, exploring. And for the most part, we are getting skeletons that don't have any armor on them, so pretty weak. Like a bunch of weaklings. Couldn't catch up to me. I'm not gonna lie, this is such a good tank build because just about anything that goes with stalwart armor is good. So let's check out some cool stuff that this map has. Wow, we can actually take massive amounts of damage because of guarding strike. And we're also getting back our health because of leeching, and we are not taking certain hits because of 30% chance to negate damage, and also the fact that we have damage reduction on the armor, so that is really good. This is like wither armor, but it's even better as a tank build. But wither armor is really good because it gives like special healing effects unlike stalwart armor. Yo, let's check out the inside of this like little cave right here. I haven't really went inside of this in a long time. Gotta spam down my artifacts. This thing's huge to explore. Okay, potion barrier time. Soul's criticals boost, baby. My screen is shaking so much because how many critical hits I get from pretty much everything that's on the sword. Ooh. Let's go check out whatever is over there. Ooh, nice. In this little subsection. Nice. Spellbound crossbows. I get this a lot, so it's spellbound garbage. Usually the worst uniques drop the most often, which honestly sucks, but it is the truth. Sometimes the truth is hard to take. Okay, wow, this is actually more annoying than it is dangerous for me. Another golden chest. Nice. This is just a treasure level, honestly. Dropping so many items. Okay, honestly, I don't really care about being in here, in this room anymore. Let's get to exploring this little section on the map. Anything over here? I thought I was gonna get another secret mission here. The truth is, once you get to a high enough level in Minecraft Dungeons, you don't really need as many emeralds. So yeah, that is the Lower Temple mission. Let's get to cream of the crop mission, the Desert Temple. Everybody's favorite mission, or at least my favorite mission, so I'm declaring it everybody's favorite mission. By the way, comment down in the comment section what your favorite Minecraft Dungeons map is. It can include any DLC, it can include any island mission, whatever. Even like the Stronghold mission counts. But like, put in whatever your favorite map is, and I'll check out your comments, most likely. Time for what we've all been waiting for, the Desert Temple, baby. Let's go. We're gonna have some fun. This is not gonna be that long of a video, but since it does take place in the Middle East, the Crusades, I mean, we're gonna try only Middle Eastern maps, or maps that could take place in the Middle East. The desert is very ambiguous when it comes to like where it is in the world, because there's deserts in the United States, there's deserts in the Middle East, Africa. Antarctica is just a big desert. There's also deserts in Mexico. I mean, you can find deserts pretty much anywhere. Let me get some mobs so that way I can get some of that soul's critical boost. Wow, I have so much deflect on me. It's crazy. I need to take care of all these skeletons and snipe them. Bam, wham, bam, wazzle, wazzle. I might just use the glaive for like a certain build in Minecraft Dungeons. I want to do all the possible interesting things that I can do before I move on to playing another game. So yeah, this is why I'm doing all this crazy stuff in Minecraft Dungeons, from like the speedrunning builds and the tank builds and AI builds, and like I'm pretty much just trying everything at this point. Comment down whatever kinds of like builds you want me to try, or comment whatever your favorite dungeons map is, because I'm looking for some interaction here with my subscribetes, which means subscribers in Spanish. Subscribeter, to subscribe. We can't get the obsidian chest. Well, okay, we're going back. I don't know why I can't roll there anymore. Maybe I just rolled on wrongly. Maybe it's also a luck thing. Silly evoker, bruh. Guarding strike on top of potion barrier means pretty much invincible, as long as I'm fighting. Look at all that damage I'm dealing. It's crazy. Let's just get around. I almost died, but I had Death Barter. Let's go, baby. Death Barter is pretty good, especially when you can find some emeralds around the map. You know, actually, I should have gotten Anima Conduit on this armor. That would have been pretty nice for like a tank build, because every time I get souls, I heal up. There's two enchantments in Minecraft Dungeons that I kind of confuse sometimes, because they sound so like interestingly strange that they sound almost kind of similar. And that is the Anima Conduit and the Enigma Resonator. Do you ever say Anima Conduit in your daily life, or Enigma Resonator outside of Minecraft Dungeons? No, right? I mean, it should make sense. Wow, look at that AoE. That is crazy. What are my enchantments anyways? I forgot. Oh, they're nothing with AoE, but they just have naturally alright AoE for like damage and stuff like that, because they have like a spinning combo attack at the end. Alright, snipe these skeletons, baby. Like, they just push me back so much it just gets really annoying. What the frick? Where did this guy come from? Alrighty. Nice. Grim Armor. Grim Amor. Amor. And by the way, I did fix that problem with the whole not having any armor effects on there, so now I do have it on my spooky Gordian armor. Ooh, nice. The last laugh. I'm getting so many uniques in Apocalypse plus 25. That's like the perk of having really high difficulty. That's basically the goal of Minecraft Dungeons. It's not to beat the story or to beat all the levels, it's just to get all the stuff. Become like a collector. It's like collecting all the Pokemon. Guarding strike, baby. Bam. Look at that. We got my favorite, probably one of my favorite unique weapons, the Gravebane, which is one of my favorite glaives. For like looks purposes, this is the best looking glaive, but Venom Glaive is the best one for damage. This one just looks so nice and stylish. So let's just like leave the temple. But we could leave in style and just, you know, take care of all these mobs from the Middle East in the name of Christianity. Alrighty. Bam. Yeah, these guys are really annoying. But luckily they only push you back. They don't do like that much damage. Woo! Let's go, baby. Ooh! Sturdy shulker armor. I don't think I've ever had this before. Do I have this armor? Like anywhere? No. I don't have it. Let's buy it. Let's go. Woo! Mobs target me more. That is hot garbage. But it does have deflect enemy projectiles, and also when I'm surrounded by 4 or more enemies, I take 50% less damage. Oh, that makes sense. Mobs target you more, and I take 50% less damage. This is actually good if you have a tank build, or if you want to take all of the crowd for the group. You can take care of like the vast amount of mobs in your team. I want to see if this actually works at the... Okay, this doesn't really work on this guy, but this is a cool looking armor. I really like it. But yeah, we basically, unlike the actual Crusades, we actually won this time. Let's do the daily trial. Let's do that daily trial, baby. Alright, so player damage increased by 50%. 50% of the mobs have electrified. That's not too bad. I mean, I'm like the only player playing it, so electrified, I mean, it doesn't affect me that much. I can just skip ahead from these guys. Also, I do have death barders, so no, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. All right, I just need to get more mobs so that way I can heal up faster. Whenever I fight, I'm less likely to die, but I do have to like control where I am location wise. Wow, the critical hits are just crazy. Doesn't Electrified only work when you're rolling? Like, why does it make sense that they have it, but they're not even like rolling? They don't even do the work to make that enchantment work. Whatevs, man, whatevs. I might make a Minecraft Dungeons movie. If y'all want me to do that, you should also comment that as well. Making a Minecraft Dungeons movie would be pretty cool. Basically just beating every single Minecraft Dungeons level. It's kind of lengthy, it's kind of hard, but it is quite the process. Wow, look at that. I mean, I'm just unfazed by that. Unlike my last Minecraft Dungeons video, I'm actually feeling pretty good about the ending of this video. Nice, only taking 20 million damage. Ooh, I got the Master's Katana. I don't think I even have it. Do I have the Master's Katana? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think this is like the first time I even got it, I think. Oh, sweet, man. Nice. I like it a little bit more than the Dark Katana because it's, you know, it's longer, it looks cooler. Wow, so quick. It makes it look like I have slower FPS for some reason. Looks like I'm a ballerina with this attack motion on the void touched blades. Alright, time to test the absolute limit of this build. Obsidian Pinnacle left a very bad taste in my mouth the last time I played it with the speed build, but maybe this time we'll have a better result. We'll just have to see. Since we do have a pretty good tank build now. The Crusade build. Let's just get some souls early on so that way we can do better damage. This is not looking too bad so far. What to say? Okay, wow. Okay, that's good. Enigma Resonator is crazy. Man, what I really don't like about the guards is that not only do they like knock you back so much, like the skeleton guards, but they also do like massive damage, which is crazy. I need to heal up. Oh, leeching will do the job for me. I gotta get away from the guards. These are the banes of my existence. But if I just attack low tier illagers, then we should be better off. I guess I am getting a little bit wiser every time I play Minecraft Dungeons, aren't I? Avoid the dragon, don't slay it. And remember, kids, just because something is unique does not mean it's good. Okay, I just want you to remember that. If you're not using like a build that like a speed build or an artifact build, mechanical shortbow sucks, and I recommend that you never use it ever for any reason, unless if it's for like an artifact boost kind of purpose for the acceleration, because it sucks in damage and it's also a bow. So like, why would you accelerate your clicks? If you have carpal tunnels, that's just really bad. If you have to click that much. I don't think we actually died once with this build. I did die once off camera because, you know, my mouse wasn't even working, but it wasn't for a reason where it was like my fault. So I didn't actually cause my death using this armor set. Neither did like the difficulty of the situation. Avoid the dragon, don't slay it. Unless if you have to. If it's unskippable, then I guess, yeah. It gets a little bit easier each time because of Enigma Resonator. I just realized that if I say Enigma Resonator too fast, it'll sound like I'm saying something pretty sus. Get out of here. Stupid clanker. Okay, I don't care what build we're using. I am not going into that room. There you go. Yeah, bro. I am done. I am done entering inside of the dragon's belly, bro. Done with that stuff. Not in this lifetime. Deathcap Mushroom is so good. I think the fact that I have guilds on this build is probably a saving grace that makes this build so much easier to deal with and so much more OP. But aside from that, this build is actually really OP. Might just be ready. Look at all that damage I'm dealing. Golly. So apparently when you get Enigma Resonator as a guild, it actually changes its title. It just changes to Soul's Critical Boost. So that way it doesn't have to show you like the description of the enchantment. Just pretty convenient if I say so myself. I think calling something Enigma Resonator, it doesn't really sound like anything people have any idea about. So just saying Soul's Critical Boost is much more efficient. Yeah, okay, this mission got a whole lot easier just because of Enigma Resonator. Look at how many souls I'm getting. And if it weren't for the Death Cap Mushroom, these swords would be like so much less OP in Apocalypse plus 25. I gotta get like in between all of these guys. Okay, phew, they didn't push me off. That'd be so dumb if they did that. Alright, let's just get up and beat the boss. If I just hide behind these blocks whenever they have like the corrupted beacon, this like ender monster, then we should be pretty good. Okay, yeah, this boss is so pathetic to do. Ew, ew, ew. Okay, now this is the guy I have to deal with. This second stage boss. Oh my gosh, almost died. Okay, and crossbow took it out. Oh my gosh. Talk about freaking irony. I literally just got the same thing. It's also got chain reaction in the middle. And multi-shot right here, bro. Oh my gosh. I just need to change this thing up here to get the unenchanting, and we basically just got a duplicate minus the guild. Alright, yeah, this went so much better than last time I played this mission. Man, I'm so relieved. So beyond terribly relieved. And I guess the Crusades won this time. I don't know what else to say. Man, there's like no difference between these two at all except for the power level, which means nothing for artifacts. On a small scale at least. Alright, so I'm gonna put this into this guy, and I'm gonna put this into this guy, and I'm going to put ya into her. Let's just check out how this works. Ooh. Just feels so stylish. I can just hold on to this mouse forever. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. Be sure to check out the Maxim John merch down at the merch store, link in the description or in my bio. And without further ado, I will see you all in the next time.